Hello, everybody. It is I, your favorite vlogger, and old monkey nuts over here, baby boy extraordinaire. Fingers, son. He was a goofball, not as bouncy and as hyperactive as he was on Tuesday, but I mean, shit, man, he's in a damn good mood. No matter what I put on, he was having a good old time. He tore up. I got him some asada fries. Man, he tore that shit up. He literally only left, I'd say, like a small handful of asada. I mean, it had tomato. It had to work, so he ate everything. Cheese, the fries. So he's gonna be shitting big tomorrow. Anyway, and I got myself like a meal, but I couldn't eat it, man. I was picking at it, and I was like, man, I think I'm just done with Mexican food. I don't want to try other things. So, anywho, I'm gonna drop him off a little early, only because Trinity is in labor, and although it's like there's already enough people over there, I don't want to. I just want to poke my head in, give my support, and then probably come back home and celebrate on my own. But yeah, I got to at least let her know, hey, I'm thinking of her. So she's at a 6 right now. Her water broke a little bit, and she probably has a ways to go. Probably somewhere in the night or early morning, she's gonna have Sebastian. So, anyway, who knows? It could come very quick. Could come before I even get there, but either way, I'm going to go there. So, exciting. It's a good thing I'm getting the house in order. Although that baby's probably not going to leave that room in, a couple months. But, anyway. So that's what's happening. So I didn't eat very much. Like I said, I had Robertitos, and honestly, Robertitos isn't very good. It's not like a real Mexican restaurant. It's kind of fast food. This guy tore it up, but I tried at least. I took a couple bites. I'm like, yeah, this meat's kind of dry. I got carnitas. I had to mix everything with beans in order to get it down. Because I still can't chew. But at least I got a little substance in me. And that was pretty much... oh no, I did have some picadillo earlier in the day, and I had a few bites, and I was like, not much of an appetite these days. Man, I wish I could lose more weight, but I feel like it's just coming off slowly. Or maybe I'm keeping up my calorie deficit, or my calories with alcohol. So, fingers, son. You're okay, babe. I don't know why he does that. I don't know, maybe I'm too loud, or maybe the AC's too loud. Let me turn that down. Is that better? So, anyway. I'm gonna get you tomorrow, Papa. Okay? You gonna hang out with Daddy this weekend? I'm gonna have our sleeping area all cozy and all welcoming for you. And I'm gonna have all your clothes ready for the weekend. Mother's Day on Sunday. So tomorrow I gotta go out and get something for my wife. Just a little something. And I think we're gonna go to my brother-in-law's, my in-laws' house. I want to say it's somebody's birthday too. It's not just, but they always attach something to it, make somebody feel extra special. They're like, oh, such and such birthday was just 3 days before. We're gonna sing happy birthday to him too. It's like, a 2-for-1 deal. Anyway, So we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna take little monkey nuts over there for a little bit. Mostly I'm gonna stay home and get things in order. I still have a lot to do in the garage. I have a lot to do in the house. I'm setting up for a Monday. My neighbors are gonna come by and chop the backyard down. It's not too bad. They're just my mower took a shit, and we have kind of a rink-a-dink battery-powered edger, but they have all the big stuff. You know what I mean? So if they could just get it down for us, I can keep up with the maintenance after that. But yeah, I'm trying to get my backyard in order before 4th of July, because I think we're gonna have a few people over, get a bounce house, one of those water slides, and then probably barbecue a little bit. And what's cool is by that time I should have my permanent teeth, so I'll actually be able to enjoy something. Anyway, yeah, my neck's still killing me. What's this coming from? It's funny, you know, I used to work for the water department, and I haven't worked there in going on almost 7 years. And whenever I see water in the street, I'm like, oh, where's that? Let me investigate. I can usually figure it out. Yep, I used to repair those leaks too. Not only find them, assess them, I'd report them to like bigger crews, like on-call crews if it was something major, and if it wasn't, if it could wait a day, then I would just report it for the next day. And sometimes I would actually fix them, if it was just like a small service repair, a hydrant or something like that. So, and I have worked on pipe fitter crews that used to repair the big ones too, and put new installations. I can't say I missed the work. It was tough. It was just like, takes a physical toll on you after a while. And I was just always getting hurt. I know my problem was I didn't stretch, I didn't really hydrate. And, I didn't keep myself fit. I was just a drunk slob. And so I'd go out there and just try to be all gung-ho, and then I'd fuck myself up, and then I'd be screwed. But yeah, it took me extra long because I am physically dyslexic. I had a journeyman once called me mechanically declined. So it just took me a little extra to learn stuff. But I got really good at the small service repairs. I did a lot of them. And never got called back, ever. No. My first pipe fitter, Steve Western, he used to get on my goddamn nerves, but you know what? I grew to love him. And he ended up being my very last supervisor. And he used to call me redo back in the day because, I would do something and I'm like, redo. And then he would call me redo. But I kind of owe him quite a bit. I worked with a few different pipe fitters, and they were all good. But he was probably my favorite. He's the one that made me get used to checking my work and being thorough. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be lazy. Finish it out. And so when I got to small service, and I actually ran a crew, which was, one or two people sometimes. Yeah, I never had, some jobs were tougher than others, but we always got it done. And sometimes I'd lose my shit because sometimes this work can be difficult or irritating or frustrating, whatever you want to call it. But I miss a small service repair. If I could have stayed doing that. The reason I fell out of love with it is because I did my time on a pipe fitter crew, and then I kind of got put back into it, and I don't know, I felt like, I was done with that super heavy shit. You know, like the fact that I was doing shit that like a laborer should have been doing. But sometimes it was like that, and I got tired of it. I got burnt out. And then they put me on the patch truck for a little while, and actually I was on the patch truck for almost 2 years, and that really got me lazy and complacent. And I was really unhealthy then too. I was drinking a lot. I was depressed. You know, I was drinking a lot. I was smoking a lot, and both of those probably added to my depression. And that ultimately led me to want to leave. I wanted to quit, and I did. And I kind of regret leaving. In retrospect, I should have just transferred departments, you know, or I should have went into water quality, got my certification, got into quality, because I needed a change, and I thought I knew what I wanted to do, and it didn't work out, and so I literally had to start over. But it wasn't for naught. You know, I started writing. Now I have 4 stories under my belt, you know, published. I went back to school, got my bachelor's degree. And, you know, I worked my way up. I mean, I worked as an assembly tech, and I went into inventory control. I did a little bit of quality assurance. I became a material expediter, and then a warehouse supervisor. And now I moved my way up, all the way up to Uber driver. Now look at me, huh? Anyway, it's like a whole deal. Anyway. All right, guys, gotta go.